One day soon, a police officer will unexpectedly visit you. This moment might catch you off guard, but it is not an accident. Everything is happening as it should. What is happening is part of a larger plan that transcends beyond what you can see. It serves as a reminder that God is working in your life, even when situations seem uncertain. This visit will reveal something significant about who you truly are, as if the world is beginning to see the light God has placed within you. Don't be afraid of this. It's not meant to scare you, but to show you that you're a part of something much bigger. God has let this time to happen for a reason. It is part of His grand plan for your life, even if it seems unusual or surprising at first. Type 111 if you're declaring victory over your challenges. You might feel nervous or uncertain about what this encounter will bring, but remember that God is always in control. Every step you take is guided by Him, and nothing happens without His involvement. This moment is no different. Consider it a powerful confirmation that God is not just watching over you, but actively guiding you to your destiny. The fact that this encounter is happening shows that He's already prepared the way for you. There is no reason to be anxious or concerned about what will happen next. Instead, consider this an opportunity to strengthen your faith in God. He's using this moment to build your faith and remind you that He is always present, working behind the scenes. The policeman's presence is a physical reminder that God's protection is real. You're never alone. Every moment of your life, even this one, is part of a divine plan created with love and care. So, when the time comes, remain solid in your faith. Know that God's light shines through you, and that this encounter is just another step in the path He has meticulously prepared for you. This interaction with the police officer is not a random event, it is part of a much bigger story unfolding in your life. On the surface, it may appear to be a normal occurrence, but it actually has significant spiritual meaning. The officer's visit has been set in motion by forces beyond our understanding. It's a sign that God is in control of everything that happens to you. The policeman's actions are not just about doing his duty, in fact, he's unknowingly playing a role in a divine plan. His visit gives you the opportunity to see how God works through people we don't expect. You might not realize it, but this officer has been sent into your life for a specific purpose, to help reveal something bigger that God is trying to show you. God has given you the opportunity to gain a better knowledge of His plans through this encounter. There is a lesson in this encounter, though it might not be immediately clear. It's an opportunity for you to take a step back and see how even the most ordinary events can serve a greater purpose. God uses these moments to draw our attention to His presence, reminding us that we are never truly alone. As you interact with the officer, you may discover that your words and actions have greater influence than you realize. God has placed you in this moment to impact not just your own life, but also the life of the police officer. He may have come seeking answers or to perform a duty, but your faith and light can influence him in unexpected ways. God is using you as an instrument in this situation, and your influence may leave a lasting impression on the officer's heart. There's a profound connection happening here. This encounter may appear simple, but it is part of the spiritual web God has woven around your life. Your presence in this moment is intentional, and your faith will not only guide you but also affect others. Even if it seems small, your role in this divine encounter is significant. During this interaction, you may notice subtle signs, small details, or feelings that point to the larger significance of the meeting. Pay attention to these clues. They're gentle nudges from God, pointing you toward the lesson He wants you to grasp. These moments, where God's touch is felt, often happen silently but leave a lasting impression on your heart. The policeman may leave, but the consequences of this interaction will linger. It's not just a one-time occurrence, it's a step on the spiritual journey that God has planned for you. This experience will continue to shape your understanding of how God works through people and events to guide you along His path. In the days that follow, reflect on what this meeting means. Consider how God has placed the right people into your life at the right moment, often in ways you never imagined. This meeting with the police officer is a reminder that nothing is random in God's plan. Every person you encounter, every event you have, is part of His greater purpose for your life. Everything in your life, even this meeting with the police officer, is part of a divine plan to strengthen your faith and trust in God. Every person and situation is carefully placed in your way for a reason. The significance of this meeting is a powerful reminder that nothing happens by accident. God orchestrates each moment to help you gain a better knowledge of His will. Trust is the foundation of your relationship with God, and this encounter is a test of that trust. It's easy to trust when everything is going well, but true faith is built in moments of uncertainty. God is asking you to completely trust Him, to trust that whatever happens, His hand is in every detail. The encounter with the police officer might seem unusual, even uncomfortable, but it's been allowed to happen for your growth and for a purpose you may not yet see. It's crucial to remember that trust is not passive, it's an active choice you make, especially when you're not sure what's going to happen next. God is inviting you to lean into Him and rest in the assurance that He has already won the victory for you. This means believing that the outcome of this contact, whatever it may be, is part of God's perfect plan for your life, that every aspect, from the time of the visit to the words exchanged, has been meticulously planned by God. You may feel anxious or uncertain about how this situation will unfold, but those feelings are exactly where trust in God becomes most powerful. He doesn't expect you to know the future or to have all the answers. He simply asks you to trust that He does. This is your time to release control and let God lead. It's not about trying to figure out every detail or second-guessing what's occurring. It's about trusting that God is always in control. Trusting God also entails believing that every person you meet, even the police officer, is there for a reason. He might be a part of your life for just a fleeting moment, but that moment is significant in the grand design of your journey. God works through people in ways we cannot always predict, and this officer's role in your life might be more significant than it seems. He may say or do something that seems insignificant, but has a deeper meaning for your spiritual journey. Join the family by subscribing, and let's walk this journey together. As you trust God through this encounter, remember that He's not just interested in the outcome, He's shaping your character through the process. Faith is about more than just reaching the destination, it is also about who you become along the path. This situation is shaping you, teaching you to rely more totally on God, and assisting you in becoming the person He has called you to be. It's a process of letting go of fear and accepting the tranquility that comes with trusting in His love. Faith, like trust, is strengthened by the challenges we confront. This encounter with the police officer is not a random event, but rather part of the journey designed to strengthen your faith. It may strain you in ways that are painful, but this is where growth happens. God is using this moment to strengthen your faith in Him, to remind you that no matter what comes your way, He is your constant source of strength and comfort. In the end, believing God in this situation entails moving forward with confidence, even if you don't have all the answers. It's about knowing you're never alone. God is with you every step, and He has already paved the way. Trust in His plan and timing, and know that this encounter will strengthen your faith and bring your heart closer to His purpose for your life. Type Amen if this message resonates with your heart. God's protection over you is comprehensive, encompassing all aspects of your life, your spiritual, physical, and emotional well-being. The visit from the policeman is just another reminder that you are constantly under God's protection. This is not a random encounter, rather, it is a clear indication of the protection that is all around you, even when you may not be aware of it. God is using this moment to demonstrate to you that He is watching over every detail, ensuring that nothing can harm you outside of His will. It's easy to forget how deeply God is involved in your daily life, especially when things seem routine. But this visit is more than just a superficial interaction, it is about God affirming His presence in your life. The fact that this police officer has approached you, discovered something about you, and initiated this meeting is part of God's plan to remind you that He sees everything. His protection covers everything, no matter how big or small. God's protection is more than just a shield against physical harm, it protects your spirit, peace, and purpose. The hardships you undergo, including this encounter, are not intended to break you, but to strengthen you. Every challenge you face has been meticulously designed by God to fulfill a purpose in your life. Even when the situation seems out of your control, God is working through it to bring about growth, strength, and deeper faith. This police officer's visit is part of that process, a tool used by God to refine and guide you. Did this make you feel good? Press the like button to spread the light. Sometimes God's protection doesn't seem as we expect. Instead of protecting us from every tough situation, He gives us the tools and fortitude to overcome those challenges. This encounter with the police officer is a perfect example. It may appear unpleasant or unusual, but behind it lies an opportunity for growth. God doesn't always remove obstacles, rather, He prepares us to confront them with courage, wisdom, and faith. He's giving you the tools you need to navigate this situation with confidence. During this encounter, it's critical to recognize that the police officer's recognition of who you are is not just a human interaction, it's a divine recognition. God is making it clear that your identity, purpose, and light are known in both the physical and spiritual realms. The policeman's acknowledgement of your uniqueness reflects the heavenly favor bestowed upon you. This is a spiritually significant moment where God shows to you that your life has meaning beyond what the world can perceive. Remember that you will never walk this journey alone. God is with you, and He has provided you with a community of people who will support and encourage you. You don't have to bear this responsibility alone. Look for those around you who share your faith and walk with them, knowing that together, you can accomplish even greater things for God's kingdom. Your role as a carrier of God's light is not only a blessing, but also a responsibility, one that God has prepared you for. He has given you everything you need to fulfill this purpose, from the strength to persevere through adversity to the wisdom to make the right decisions. So go with confidence, knowing that you are God's beloved child. You've been chosen, called, and are ready to make an impact. Trust in the path He has set for you, and know that each step is part of a larger plan for your welfare and His glory. God's light is within you, now go and share it with the world.